Hey everybody, it's Sons of Gaming here with another review for Ninjago Sons of Garmadon episode 79, Dead Man Squall. And before we begin, it'll be awesome to see this video hit 100 likes and also subscribe, hit that subscribe button and also the bell next to it to be notified when awesomeness happens. Alright, first up, this episode I would say is probably not one of my top 3 in this season and didn't really make up there for me. It's not enough action in my mind. They had good action scenes, but there wasn't enough of it. So anyway, it starts off basically right on the cliffhanger of episode 78. Mr. E and Zane are, battling. Mr. E basically puts the beat down on Zane, and well, Zane is badly damaged. He then places a device or something into Zane's chest piece, and then basically contacts the Quiet One, saying the trap is set backwards. At least that's what people say. He said. I haven't really paid attention to it. I didn't try to understand it. One of the actually parts I did like about the thing is though, when they showed Zane's near demise, they actually, for like one thing they did different is they actually played the music that they played when Zane, met his end by the Overlord, which was really it actually made me tear up a little bit, just a little bit, because and also the intro basically was that the entire thing. Like the intro was different and had Zane's music in it instead of other stuff, which is not really music; it's really ambient. The intro. So that was actually, I will say that was pretty cool. I did like that a lot. It's very, very flashback, cool recall of the reboot season and all that, and like that scene of thing, which it was very sad when Zane first died. But also there's something else with that I will explain a little bit later. But first, let's move on. So anyway, after the intro, the ninjas arrive to find Zane battered, bruised, and all broken up. Literally. So they obviously get him up into the bounty and fix him up to fix him up and all that. Where they discover that he actually intercepted the transmission that Mr. E had with the Quiet One. So yeah, either Mr. E wanted him to get the transmission, or Mr. E made a mistake, because the device wasn't really a transmission, which I'll explain, you'll find out later. But anyway, so I think Mr. E might have made a mistake, transmitting that close to Zane, that's to say. But it also does prove in a way that perhaps Harumi isn't the Quiet One. Granted, it does say she may have a gender, but I don't think she's the Quiet One, because unless of course, like, we didn't see where she was, but I'm assuming she was with the ninja, like not in the same room, because that's where it left off in the last season, where she was actually with Lloyd, like in the same room. Anyway, so if fixing Zane wasn't bad enough, now the ninjas are babysitters for a baby which Cole brought back from the Son of Garmadon. So anyway, we also hear Harumi sing that creepy spider song to the baby, which actually is what have made people think she is evil more than usual, because, well, it's a creepy spider song. But granted, it would be creepy no matter who sang it. I'm telling you, that creepy spider song is just creepy, downright creepy. It's a spider song. Spiders. But she also ends up, after that, up deck with Lloyd and asking a fair bit of questions about Lloyd's father, which has also got me. I mean, I still hope God, I hope she's not, but she's asking a lot of questions about Lloyd's father, too. So that's interesting. So it's like, that's kind of suspicious, don't you think? I mean, she does some things that aren't suspicious in this, but those are pretty suspicious. Plus, there's some new information for the next 2 episodes that, also are suspicious, especially for 81. But anyway, that's for another day, and that's for another story. So anyway, Cole's the one who gets stuck babysitting the baby, which, is a baby, so it's very prone to crying. And the only way that he could find keeping the baby from crying was by singing. That's right, Cole sings again in this episode. Tone deaf Cole's back. I mean, I know I'm tone deaf too, but still, tone deaf Cole. It's funny though, I like it. I actually like the interaction between Cole and the baby. It's very father figure like, and also stuff like that. Like he's a very good father figure in a way, or big brother, one or the other. And I actually like it a lot. That's one thing I liked is the way he's around the baby. He protects the babies. Really, really, heroic, and so like Cole's being pretty up there in fave characters at the moment. Here, also another thing that we discover is the baby likes tea, nothing else but tea, which people are going, oh, it's baby woo, which will be interesting, but they have to explain it properly in order for that to happen. If they don't, but also Cole does discover something on the baby, which is the key to the third Oni map, a map to the third Oni. So basically, if that's the only reason why they needed the baby, why not just take the map off the baby? Why did they leave it on the baby? Obviously they needed the baby for something else too, because seriously, like, you could have just taken the map off the baby. They were evil anyway, so even if the baby cried, they wouldn't have cared. Anyway, meanwhile, back with Zane, the device becomes active and exits Zane's chest piece. It's the spider bot from the trailer, as we all knew it was going to be. Well, I'm sure a majority of people would know, considering it was basically the same theme from the trailer. So anyway, it basically jumps out of Zane and takes control of the bounty, as well as P.I.X.E.L and Samurai X, which are one and the same and are revealed in this episode. Shocker! So I had to do that. I mean, P.I.X.E.L revealed as Samurai X was basically in the sets. And the sets do reveal a lot. They don't reveal everything, but they reveal a lot. Basically, it takes over the ninjas. It has to go try and get the system back up. The ninjas head up topside to face Samurai X in his mech, flying around the ship and all that in the stormy weather. And if Harumi is evil, Lloyd clearly trusts her because he gives her a sword. So if she's evil, she's going to stab him in the back, literally. And granted, Ninjago's pretty dark, so I could see that. But anyway, she does save him though, and also she does almost kiss him back before the fight, when she's asking about Lloyd's father. So in a way, she actually might have been asking about Lloyd's father because she wants to get to know him real well, so she can ask him on a date. Because I think, she was reaching him for the kiss. It was her, and you could see it in her eyes. And even bad guys can fall in love with good guys. It's happened before. Anyway, so during the battle with Samurai X, basically Lloyd gets saved by Harumi. Harumi gets damseled in distress. Lloyd goes to save her while they're falling. He stabs the mech and then says that was not a smart idea. And no, it wasn't, but there are some ways out of it, which actually annoyed me, but we'll get to that in a second. So Samurai X jumps out of the mech and heads back up to the bounty to face the rest of the ninjas, while leaving Lloyd and Naomi to fall to their doom. But Lloyd actually ends up putting, because they have the map on them too, so Lloyd puts her in the mech and then uses the map as a parachute, but not before he goes, that wasn't a smart idea again. But honestly, one thing that would have been a smart idea would be to use his energy dragon or edge it. But apparently they haven't used that at all, or won't be anytime during this season. So anyway, also when Samurai X heads back up to reface the ninjas, basically you have the scene where Jay says you're supposed to be our friend, and that's what happens. Also, you know, Zane wakes up and saves Nia from the spider bot, which is attacking her. And once the spider bot is destroyed, P.I.X.E.L regains control of the bounty and Samurai X, but not before the Quiet One, in control of Samurai X, throws his sword into the last engine, which then causes the bounty to plummet to the ground. But luckily, Nia does end up using her elemental powers to save her. Kind of a trick that she learned in I believe it was season 6, the Ghost season, where, you know, Wu told her to reverse the waters with flow. Basically, she did that, but on a larger scale, just like when she defeated the Preeminent. And yeah, although she manages to save the ninjas, she doesn't actually end up managing to save the bounty. So the bounty is destroyed, and you know, all that. And the ninjas are like, alright, along with P.I.X.E.L. She also takes off her mask, and you see her face. But her reasoning for why she didn't tell Zane all that was just ridiculous. I didn't like it. It was so stupid, and I didn't like it, but I actually you know, twitched a little bit, like, no, that's just stupid. And finally, Lloyd and Yumi end up, you know, on the ground themselves. I would say just a little bit off from where they were, and I think they're in the Primal Eye, because that's where the next episode leads on, and usually these episodes lead on directly to the place, but it might not be, it might just be a false there, but it's just the way it looks they were made the episode go. I think they fell into the Primal Eye. Also, Lloyd does break his arm, which is kind of a reference to the movie of Lloyd having a missing arm after falling down into the forest area for the movie. It's basically like a reference to that, except of course, since it's not, you know, a part of the movie, and it's kind of thing, it's him breaking his arm. Hilmi helps him, which is also makes me think she's good, and hopefully she's good, because he helps him by putting it in a sling using the map. And basically that ends the episode. After, of course, it zooms out showing the forest, which I'm assuming is a Primal Eye from the look you see. And also there's smoke in the distance, so that people think, oh, it's an industrial area. No, it's the bounty. The smoke in the distance is the bounty. Remember, it wasn't that far off. Like, it got destroyed, not that, so it's the bounty in the distance. And yeah. Anyway, that does it for my review of episode 79 of Sons of Garmadon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification button to be notified when awesomeness happens. And also, check back for my, you know, reel, which will be talking about the recent new information on Naomi's character and her possibilities. Alright, and also in the comments below, let me know whether you think she'll be evil or not, and what you thought of this episode. And yeah, anyway, see ya!